Number 51 is ready, and he'll take the ball from the manager.
Number 51.
Manny Pena is up off the bench as he will pinch hit here in the bottom of the 8th in a tie ball game. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Action in that Milwaukee bullpen now as a left-hander started to throw out there. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out. In now is Lorenzo Cain. He's 0 for 3 so far, so he hasn't done much to help at the top of the lineup. Swung on and missed, outclassed by that fastball for a strike. One run on 3 hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. Grounded back up the middle, scooped up on the backhand, and he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out. Here's Marwin Gonzalez now.
The left fielder, number 9.
First pitch coming, here it is.
Gonzalez.
He turns on it and sends it deep down the line in right. And it would have been trouble, but a great job there to pull this one in on the up 3 down. Seth Lugo enters the game to finish.
Well, that's just a great job of battling on the road. They fought all the way to the end, took the lead in the top of the 9th, and secured the W in the bottom half.
A manager checks in with his ball club. A major league skipper acknowledges a young player who's been greatly exceeding expectations. An MLB franchise is wise to recognize the obvious. Young players are the future of the game.
And this has got to be a high point in the career of the fellow you see there, as he's making his first ever All-Star game appearance. And a bit too high with that one. It's 1-0. A ball and a strike. A ball and 2 strikes now. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. After it is Blackman. He's there and records the first out. Nicholas Castellanos will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. Fouled away. Chopped weakly to the left. Escobar is up with it. In time to first, and there are 2 away. Tim Beckham will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. Ground ball foul down the left side. Two runs, 5 hits. No errors thus far for the American League.
One.
First, backhanded. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. This evening's game finishes 2-0 the final score. The American League jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave. Number 51 enters from the bullpen to do the pitching.
Number 51.
Leading off the inning, Corey Seager, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. And that one swung on and missed 0-1.
You know, if I'm the hitter right here, I'm like, okay, you want to come get some early in the count? I was about to wait you out, but now game on.
And this will stay inside the third base bag, a fair ball. And this will find its way to the 335 sign. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
That was some great situational hitting there after surveying the field to see what the defense was giving him. The third baseman was well off the line, and he had no chance to make a play as he sprays it down the left field line for a 2-bagger.
0-1 the count. Now the 0-1. Missed with a slider.
Pretty good pitch and a great take there. There's not a lot you could do with that slider breaking down and in unless you can catch it way out front and hook it down the line. You see a lot of swinging misses on those.
And this is swung on and missed, and boy, they took care of a key man there. 1 away. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Working for the punch out and the offering. And here's a changeup in there for a called third strike, and that's the second out of the inning.
Now, after back-to-back strikeouts, he's got a real good chance of making that leadoff double pretty much meaningless. He's made some good pitches, and these hitters have really failed driving him in or at least getting him over.
No balls and a strike to count. Setting him up inside as he swings and misses for strike two.
All right, as a hitter.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over.
Yeah, and we knew he was in a groove from the first inning, and he just kept this thing rolling and rolling and rolling. They couldn't get anything going against him. A dominant performance.
Number 51 takes the mound as he's been called upon to pitch.
Number 51.
The next hub up, Wilson Contreras. It was a walk in his last trip.
Catcher, Wilson Contreras.
First pitch of the at-bat. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike three called. One away.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys on this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and it backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
A ball and no strikes. They'll come in here at 259. 7 homers and 19 driven in. Here's a strike. 1 out, nobody on. 1-2. Lays off. 2-2 now. Here now the 2-2. And it's fouled away. Another 2-2 offering. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
It's a fine line from working down in the zone on 2-2 and bouncing one in there that basically stands no chance at getting swung at. Right there, he basically spiked that one right into the dirt, and now he has to find the zone on a 3-2 pitch.
Fouled off.
Hayward.
This pitch is popped up. Guillory is there, and the side is retired. Gavin Cecchini is up off the bench. In a close game like this, you look for that one guy who produced when it mattered most, and this is the guy. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, you see, he finishes with a 3-hit game.
A coach presses a player to keep raising the bar.
Number 51 gets the call from the bullpen to pitch in relief.
Number 51.
So it's first and second now. Nobody out. And standing in, the left-handed hitting third baseman, Mike Moustakas.
The Braves have been looking for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to be seen if they can get it, but now sure would be a big time for that.
Even 1-1 count to Moustakas. Markakis on second. Freeman at first with no outs. A double play ball to second. 4, 6, 3, but it's not in time, and they'll just get the 1. And here's Ronald Acuna Jr. now. Tripled homer run last time through, so we'll see what he's got in store here. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. 2 runs, 6 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. Behind 0-2 now. Count remains at 0-2.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
Count is 1-2 now. Popped him up. Rosario ranges back, and he has it for out number 2. The next to bat for Atlanta, Ozzie Albies. It was an RBI single for him in his last plate appearance. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
I never found myself on the mound in the big leagues, but it must be nice to be able to go to that good hard fastball when you're in a jam.
And the throw is in time. It's a strikeout in the play. Here now is the catcher, Tyler Flowers. And he's likely just trying to put one in play here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts thus far. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball.
Gotta love a reliever that comes in firing bullets, and his fastball is a good one.
Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. A ball and 2 strikes, the count to Tyler Flowers. Hit hard on the ground to second. And that's through for a hit. So it's an inning opening single to kick off their half of the 7th.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line them, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good 2-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
Spangenberg is under it, and he's got it for the first down. Greg Garcia will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 36, Greg Garcia.
First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. And he's carrying a batting average of just over 300, so clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. Behind 0-2 now. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. On the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down. Here's Ender Inciarte. He struggled at the top of the lineup in this one, hitless to this point. In there for strike one, 0-1. Flowers is off at first with 2 away. And that finds the target, 0-2 now.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at-bat. 2 straight takes, so...
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Braves strand 1, but they're on top 2. Michael Conforto is up off the bench as he'll be asked.
Just more of the same from Craig Kimbrell. He comes out of the bullpen and fires a scoreless 9th inning to pick up the save. Business as usual from one of the best in the game.
Number 51 will take the ball now as the new pitcher. Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. And this tie ball game is a battle of the bullpens now, and I'm sure you're enjoying that, Dan.
Bullpens are such a big part of baseball now, Matt. All these teams have such good 7th, 8th, and 9th inning guys. It all boils down to whose bullpen is better.
Spangenberg backs up a bit, and he takes charge for the first out. The third baseman, Mike Moustakas now. He got under one and popped out his last time up. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
That's straight smoke at 99, guys. It's almost unfair.
Hit out towards second. And there's out number 2. And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies.
Second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he fouls this one off. We're in the 8th inning now of a 4-4 ball game. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss. And he tried to hold up in time, but to no avail as he went around, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Braves. Score remains tied at 4. Mel Guillory will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 12, Mel Guillory.
Hey, we were really treated to a good one today. Bottom of the 8th proved to be the difference, though, and a good job here in the 9th to close the book on this one.
A 1-run finish today, 5-4 the final score. Number 51 is on, and he'll take over on the mound in relief.
Number 51.
Here's Buster Posey now. He was a ground out victim last time up.
Patrick. Buster Posey.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Hot shot on the ground is short. Cicchini scoops it up. And Posey's now 0 for 3 as he's retired here for the first out. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Evan Longoria. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Lifted down the line in left. Conforto on the move. 2 down. Here's Carlos Gonzalez. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Here comes the first pitch. Way in front of that fastball.
Gotta love a reliever that comes in firing bullets, and his fastball is a good one.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. We're in the 8th inning now of a 5-2 ball game. He'll try again. 1-2. Swing and a little tapper, but that one rolls foul. Now another 1-2. Still 1-2. 5 runs, 7 hits, and 1 error in the ball game for San Francisco. Still a ball and 2 strikes.
Hey, I'm loving this right now. Classic bat.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. 9th inning coming up. Giants out in front here, 5-2. Back now in Northern California's Bay Area. We're set to continue the 9th inning in this one.
And that's save number 33 on the season for him, matching my career best for a season. The difference is he still has a chance to notch number 34. Another nice outing from him.
5-2 the final score tonight. San Francisco hosted a 3-run first to propel them to the win. Johnny Cueto records the victory, his 13th of the year. Tony Watson records the save, his 33rd of the year. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
Final line score tonight. First for the victorious Giants.
Number 51 is ready, and he'll take the ball from the manager.
Number 51.
Here's Lucas Duda now, and he'll start out the bottom of the 8th inning.
Leading out for the Giants.
First pitch on its way.
Lucas.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike to the Giants' first baseman. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul.
I know he wants that pitch back. Got him a little bit out in front.
Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one. In is the 3rd baseman, Evan Longoria. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss. Three runs, 8 hits, and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen. Next to bat for the Giants, Brandon Crawford. So far 2 for 3 in this one. Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball 1. Now here's a comebacker back to the mound. And he'll flip it onto first, and with it, that ends the inning. Answer down 1-2-3 as the lead remains 3-1.
4 wins in a row for these guys, and I'm sure they're feeling pretty good about themselves. We'll see how long they can keep this up.
Tonight's ball game comes to a close, 3-1 the final. The Giants took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Derek Rodriguez earns win number 7 on the season. Tony Watson wraps it up for the save, his 34th. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Tonight's paid attendance, 41,503. The Giants thank you for attending tonight's game at AT&T Park. And remind you to please buckle up and drive home safely. Good night.
With the season approaching its final stretch, a manager calls for heightened focus from his players.
Number 51 gets the call from the bullpen to pitch in relief.
Number 51.
At the plate, Kike Hernandez. He went deep last time up. First pitch of the at-bat.
Hernandez.
And it's fouled away. The windup and the 0-1. But a big pass at a slider that gets past him. And now some action in that Dodger bullpen as a left-hander has begun to get loose. Hernandez behind the ball and 2 strikes.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called, 1 away. DJ LeMahieu will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. No balls and 1 strike. Sent on the ground out to second. Fielded by Spangenberg. And there are 2 away now. So striding forward now, Chris Taylor. And if you remember, I'm sure he does, he hit a round tripper back in the fourth. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball one. 1-1 to the Dodgers leadoff man.
Well, these hitters can expect to see a heavy dose of that big fastball from this reliever. It's a major part of his arsenal.
Chopped in front of home plate. And that will conclude matters here in the seventh. Digging in, Austin Barnes. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Second baseman, Austin Barnes.
There's a fastball to start him off, but that misses for ball one. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
And here's a slider, strike three called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
That's what you call clipping the outside corner. Great movement on that slider, and it completely locked up the hitter. Didn't fool the umpire, though.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And this pitch is lined softly down the line and left. Foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2. Bases are empty, one man out. And he looks at his sinker for a called third strike, and now there are two gone. And next will be the Dodgers cleanup hitter, Cody Bellinger. First two men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. In there for strike one. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And gone. An absolute bomb. Standing in now, number 13. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And he struck out again. That's the third time he's gone down on strike. Wilmer Flores is going to be asked to try and be the rally starter. This one wraps up as a 10-8 final. The Dodgers put a 10 spot on the scoreboard in this one. Walker Buehler hangs win number 11 on his line. Zach Wheeler was hit hard to the tune of 7 earned as he takes the loss. Kenley Jansen records 4 outs on his way to the save, his 37th of the year. So that's it for us this afternoon. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, log on to the show.
A pitcher is encouraged to keep looking for improvement.
Number 51 will take the ball now as the new pitcher.
Number 51.
Ready now for Baltimore, Renato Nunez. He'll start things off in the Baltimore 6th. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Oh, looked like he was towing an anchor there. 1-2. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes. In now for the O's, number 3. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. First pitch on its way. Missed with a slider. One run, 7 hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen. Now batting, Andrew Susac. 2 base hits, both singles to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Popped him up. Darno is right there, and he will put it away to retire the side. 3 down. Stepping in, Darren Durant. He'll be tasked with starting things as we begin the 7th. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. A ball and a strike to the Oriole hurler.
Gotta love a reliever that comes in firing bullets, and his fastball is a good one.
A curveball that catches the inside corner.
Hey, I don't blame him right there, giving up on that inside curveball, little front hipper. That's a tough pitch. You just can't figure out where the point of contact should be.
And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2.
I don't know if that was discipline or whether he's just not swinging the bat at all, but hey, at least he's making the pitcher throw a few more pitches.
Darno over to his left, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. So the batting order turns over now and set to go. Jonathan Villar. He's 0 for 2 with a walk thus far. Tapped down the line. That's a foul ball. And he chased up and out of the zone. A swing and a miss.
I try and tell people all the time, you're facing 90 to 92, 94. You can still see seams. It starts getting above 94. It starts to blur itself a little bit. You start pitching where this guy's at, you're seeing nothing. You're seeing vapor.
And this is off the corner and low. Ball 1. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. 1 run, 7 hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far. Now it's swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. So nothing happening this time around. Wilmer Flores will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 4.
Several good offensive performances in this one, but none better than the one turned in by the guy you see right there. He's our top player of the game.
Multi-hit game, and one of them was a dinger. That's a solid day's work for any hitter, and it had an impact on the outcome of this game. What else can you say?
6-2 the final total today. New York put up 4 runs in the 9th inning to carry them to the victory. Number 51 takes the mound as he's been called upon to pitch. Here's the catcher, Matt Wieters, now. And this tie ball game is a battle of the bullpens now, and I'm sure you're enjoying that, Dan.
Bullpens are such a big part of baseball now, Matt. All these teams have such good 7th, 8th, and 9th inning guys. It all boils down to whose bullpen is better.
Looks at a changeup right over the middle.
Might have been taking all the way right there. That pitch couldn't have split the strike zone any better, and you can bet he wants that one back at the plate.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Right side, hit hard. Spangenberg is there. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Whit Merrifield will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with one gone in the inning. And that swung on and missed for strike 1. The numbers, 282 to start play, 14 homers, and an even 50 RBIs. Chased out of the zone there, and he's down 2 strikes. Merrifield behind, a ball and 2 strikes. Again, a 1-2.
1-1.
Bouncer up the middle. Spangenberg on the slide. How about that? Riding in now for the Nats, Trey Turner. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. In there at the letters 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
When you're facing a guy, he's sitting fastball.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again.
When you have 2. Find a way.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. At the plate, Adam Eaton. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. Outfield comes way in here. The first pitch. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Another 0-2 home. Stays alive. Still 0-2. The 0-2 once more. Another one sent foul. Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. So stepping in, Anthony Rendon. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. Fouled off. 1 out, nobody on. Right on the corner, a fastball that he takes for a strike. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2. Juan Soto to the plate now. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. In there, strike 1. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he strikes him out on a good pitch, so 1 run can win it. Wilmer Flores will be called upon here.
Well, they had to put in a couple of extra innings of work, but hey, listen, a win is a win, and any win is good, especially on the road.
4-2 the final score tonight. Number 51 enters from the bullpen to do the pitching. So here's the cleanup hitter, Juan Soto, and he hasn't quite had the same fortune at the plate as many of his teammates. No hits for him so far. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Now there's your textbook waste pitch right there. Try and get the eye level up. Let's see if he comes back with another fastball elevated or drops a hammer off.
Conforto is there, and he makes the catch for the out. Into the box now, Andrew McCutchen. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Andrew McCutchen.
0-1 the count. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time.
Now on 0-2, I don't think we're going to see any more hittable fastballs. If we see one at all, it'll probably be extended out of the zone, or at least that'll be the intent.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch out. Andrew McCutchen is the second out in the 7th inning.
Ryan Zimmerman.
2 out, nobody on. Behind 0-2 now. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
Well, tried to throw a high fastball right by him there. Didn't work, but now we'll see if that sets up some different options. Wouldn't be surprised to see a good slider down and away.
Got him looking, and that ends the inning. A.J. Ramos enters now in a mop-up. 9-1 is the way this one ends. Washington jumped out to an